You should be watching.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
Hey yo, what's good? If y'all peep the title, it says third party, action figure intermission, or however I decide to title it at the end of it. Basically, it's not a whole lot of new news, but it's a whole lot of stuff that's either it's up for pre-order or it's in stock right now, and that's what this video is primarily going to be about. But kicking it off, AFFMCUSTOMS. He has some new neck pegs. Now, what are we going to go through? Well, here we go. 2.0 Vegeta / Trunks to Beast Deities. This is going to allow you to have your 2.0 Vegeta head sculpt if you want to use it, or the 2.0 SHF Trunks head sculpt if you want to use it on the new Beast Deities Vegeta bodies. And that's, for the most part, all of what this is going to be. So we have a Beast Deities extension Vegeta peg, which is going to basically have the head sit higher up on the body if you feel that you need that, right? Next we have the Tauntaun Trunks extended peg. Once again, it's going to have the head sit further up on the body, and here you see he has the TOYS Super Saiyan Vegeta head sculpt on the body. It looks very nice. And last but certainly not least, we have the Beast Deities Vegeta to 2.0 body. So if you don't like the new Beast Deities body, but you like the head sculpts for whatever reason, you can put this head sculpt from Beast Deities onto the 2.0 body. And that about does it for that. On to the next thing.
It's my art!
Now we have Demoniacal Fit, and credit where it's due. I have to say Demoniacal Fit seems to be on a little bit of a roll in terms of releasing the things that they promised that they said they was going to release. After they've, kind of had this resurgence, they said at one point, hey, we're going to release all the projects that we promised. So, that's pretty interesting. And here we could see one of the projects that they promised so long ago. Well, not long ago relatively from when they announced it. This was announced like in 2021 or something like that. To that effect, maybe early 2022, something to that effect. And now we finally have it in stock. This is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Demoniacal Fit. As you know, it comes with the GT Super Saiyan Goku, Kid Goku head sculpts. It comes with the rock. You get the energy effect, a decent assortment of accessories. One main thing, right? When you're searching up DF on 5K Toys, sometimes you'll have to type in DF. Other times you'll have to fully type out Demoniacal Fit, just to let y'all know. And sometimes you'll get different searches depending on how they listed the particular item. But let's move on to the next DF thing. Now we have, of course, the Untamed Power Time Ranger Edition, right? From Demoniacal Fit, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku, and once again, it looks great. And one thing I think I mentioned in the last video, a lot of people were like, well, not a lot of people, but a couple people was like, damn, it costs the same, it costs like more than the original Super Saiyan 4, and it comes with less. And I don't even got an excuse for that. I don't know why they did it like that, but it is what it is, You're gonna buy it or you're not. But it's still at a reasonable price point, relative to a lot of Tamashii products still, right? Especially when it comes to premium Bandai stuff. But this is up for pre-order. It's come out overseas, so it's only a matter of time before it gets over here. In fact, 5K Toys straight up says it's in transit to the US. So there you have it. On to the next thing. Another great example of something that DF promised, even though it is an older mold, something that DF did promise, and they're coming through with it. This is up for pre-order now. The DF Trump card figure, which is Super Saiyan VEGITO. It also comes with the base hair, comes with a decent amount of hands, comes with the hand with the energy blast coming from the fingertips, crossed arms, Bull's head tentacle or antenna, and of course a keyblade. Can't have a VEGITO figure without a keyblade. There's not a whole lot to say about this particular release. It just is what it is. I think this will be a great release for people that don't have a VEGITO figure at all. So check it out if you find it appealing to your tastes. And we have an extra accessory kit for the DF Ultimate Atrocious, which is basically the Time Breaker Goku Black figure that they released. And this is actually perfect timing, specifically because one guy on Instagram that I follow and follows me, what's his name? Figure Arts Freak, that's his name. He was like, yo, I missed out on the Scythe kit from Beast Deities, and this is like perfect timing because he said that a couple days ago, and now we have this kit showing up. So this is perfect. Cop the Scythe if you want. I have a feeling this will be a pretty decent kit, or something that people like, because the other kit, but Beast Deities, is probably going to be pretty hard to get a hold of. I don't think I've ever seen that listed in a secondary market, but then again, I also haven't searched for it, so you know, there's that. So now we have the OCTOYS VEGITO head sculpt kits, which is for, you know, the base form, the Super Saiyan form, and of course Super Saiyan Blue form. I'm going to swipe through the pictures as I talk, but this is in stock. And also, if you need to make the second payment because you pre-ordered it, do that as well. Now, something to be mindful of, because OCTOYS, if you search it on 5K Toys, at least when I searched it, the only thing that popped up was the pre-order for the full figures. Now, we're going to get back to that in a second, right? But if you just want the head sculpts for now, right, what you do is just go to featured stock or something like that, or stock order, or basically the stuff that's in stock. If you scroll down enough, you'll see, I think I'll have something like a screen recorder on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But that being said, as I said, they had the full figures for OCTOYS still up for pre-order, right? And if you're new here and you don't know about it, basically, if you ordered the Super Saiyan version of the full figure from OCTOYS, you're going to get a windswept hair sculpt. Same thing with the base hair. You're going to get a windswept hair sculpt. So if you want the more static hair sculpt like this, you'll have to buy this kit, because what comes in the packaging is a windswept hair sculpt. Now the other one is a straight up Super Saiyan God. That's just a static hair, and of course it comes with all those VEGITO figures come with a myriad of accessories. You're getting a lot for what you're paying for. So if you're interested in that, that's up for pre-order. I'll have all these links in the description by the time the video is up, or a little bit after the video is up. That being said, on to the next thing. So now we have the I was about to say OCTOYS, DCG-TOYS, Goku Super Saiyan hair sculpts, as well as the base hair sculpts, and we're gonna go through the differences and whatnot. Of course, these pictures, or at least some of these pictures, I think I've shown you guys already, and I really do have a love for this transparent or translucent version of the hair, but yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is gold like some crackhead piss, low key. Like, it looks good, but I couldn't help but to think of crackhead piss. If you're in New York and you see that shit, like you just see a Poland Spring bottle with what looks to be apple juice, it's not apple juice, I dare promise you. But either way, I'm getting sidetracked. The hair sculpts, as well as the face plates, to look good, look great and whatnot. And if you want the battle damage version, for what I'm seeing, you gotta get of course, the classic matted version with the pale blonde, and I don't think anybody has any problems with that, because I think the pale blonde version will probably be the chase version for this figure. The matted base Goku hair, I think this will be like a definitive base Goku hair for a little while, if you ask me. And of course, the more translucent version of the hair comes with the bloody faces, so you know, they get you right there. If you want the bloody bases, then you're gonna have to get the translucent base hair, and you know, a lot of people may not want to. That's all for that though. Let's move forward.
VEGITO.
Up next we have Red Bolt Studio. Now I was about to say Beast Deity, but as far as I know, Red Bolt Studio is either like some type of subsection of Beast Deity that's technically operating separately, or maybe they're just truly are their own separate entity and they just work very closely with Beast Deity. Either way, I'm not too sure. the point, but I want to say this. They're saying that you get this LED lighting on the hair now. Now, you don't have to pay for this. It's a free upgrade. Typically, a lot of these upgrades that they have for these third parties nowadays tend to be free. If they want to make an adjustment or something, there's usually no extra cost to you. But if you're wondering real quick why this even exists, for those that might be just getting into it, these DEITIES, when they announced their Broly figures, and by the way, for anybody that's about to ask or type it, those pre-orders for those Brolys have been closed. They went up like 2 or 3 times already, and maybe not 3 times, maybe it was only twice. But the point being is, they went up many times, they closed. Your best bet if you want to get the Brolys now is when they come out in Q1 of next year, which is, well, it'll start in a few days, Q1. But Q1 could range from, January to March, so, keep that in mind as well. Either way, I digress. This head sculpt kit exists simply because people weren't satisfied with the head sculpt that the figure was coming with, and I guess instead of changing that head sculpt on that figure, they said, hey, if you really care about the head sculpt that much, or the hair sculpt rather, then what you can do is buy this kit. So that's why this exists. Get it if you want it. Obviously, if you don't want it, then don't get it. On to the next thing. EK Star. Real quick, we have a look at basically a non-transparent version of the TK Super Saiyan God hair sculpt, and this is fine, but I just wonder why it just didn't release as a variant with the original kit. That's all. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Redo. We have one of my favorite producers for hair sculpts, AFFMCUSTOMS Studio, and here is the kit for the GT Kid Goku, and it looks really good. And also, now I wish we had pictures of this particular version with the hair sculpt on the figure, but I don't think I have any pictures of that. So on the screen, I'll just have the pearlescent version pop up on the screen, and that looks pretty good in and of itself. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Definitely have to do a showcase for all of this stuff, but this one in particular, I'm definitely looking forward to. And last but certainly not least, for Ari Custom / Lefma / whatever they Lao Lai or Layla, whatever, right? Yeah, as you can see, we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku as a head sculpt kit, and this one is tricky because getting the Super Saiyan 3 hair correct is not really the issue in terms of sculpt. The problem tends to be the weight of the hair, and maybe that'll just be a curse of the character design, right? Because companies can't help it. I guess they can make something hollowed out, or just also, instead of hollowing the hair out, you could potentially just make the figure itself heavier, by using some material that would end up being heavier, right? After the molding process and everything is set up, is done. So I don't know, man. It looks really good. I just hope it's not heavy. That's the main idea. But with all this being said, I think that about wraps it up for this particular third party, I guess you could say, roundup. This is really, like I said, an intermission. There wasn't a whole lot of new information. I would say for the most part. Oh wait, I lied. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go into quick overtime. Actually, fuck that. We not going into overtime. But I did want to show this. A couple different people sent me this particular screenshot. The same screenshot. My good man Tyreek, and tough figure. He's been sending me a lot of stuff recently. I appreciate it, both of y'all. But as you can see on the screen, hey Jason, do you know if we're going to get an Ultra Ego Vegeta? Would y'all do a bloody version like the 2.0? Jason replies, and of course, if you don't know who Jason is, Jason has direct contact with Beast DEITIES. Jason also runs the 5K Toys group chat for Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. Also runs the Instagram page. If you go to Instagram, 5K Toys, you'll see Jason Co. But he says not very soon, but it will be made. Now, if you guys don't already know, in the last roundup, y'all can check that out. I did say, or we did have confirmation from Jason that the next figure to be produced after the Broly wave will be Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, that could be a very crazy wave just off the strength of how many variants of Ultra Instinct Goku they could really dive into, especially, you know, going into Dragon Ball Hero stuff, right? But, you know, I go a little bit more into depth with that in that last roundup video that I did, so, you know, we're at the end of this video, so you might as well check that one out. Hey, that was the smoothest transition I ever did. Either way, thank you guys for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate your support. And until next time, this has been BombasticPlastic. Stay fantastic. Happy holidays if you do celebrate. If you don't, then, well, just enjoy your time with your family and things of that nature. Peace!